Well, good morning folks, and welcome to Bush Pilots video number 5. It's early morning, the sun's just about to come up. We're at Lebala airstrip where we landed in video 4. Today is going to be a short flight, half an hour, maybe a little less, to Vumbura. Vumbura is another camp operated by Wilderness Safaris, and I will be posting some images of the camp courtesy of the safari people, and one of their aircraft for you to have a look at as well. So just got to check that we're pretty much ready. I think we are. Right, okay, we're going to take off away from the sun, otherwise it gets in my eyes and it's going to be a bit dodgy. So here we go. Once again, we're in the Cessna 172 with my favourite little paint job. Okay, getting ready. Okay, so it's going to do your takeoff and a right turn and climb up to 4,100 feet initially, and then we will head southwest towards the camp, which is 50 miles away. And once we're in the air, we have a look at the terrain and the scenery, and I'll give you some facts and figures. Okay, so we're all set. Let's go. Speeds alive, temperatures and pressures are okay. See if I can keep us straight down the runway. Probably can't, but we'll do what we can. Not much wind this morning. Up we come. There you can see the wetlands behind us. So right turn. Lovely terrain, of course. Flaps up. Ah, beautiful sunrise. Actually, it's a lovely colour, isn't it? There is the airstrip. Nice morning view of the wetlands there. And passing over the top end of the strip. folks, here we are, cruising at 4,500 feet above the plains. We're heading southwest towards Vumbura camp, 40 miles away, about 22 minutes. As the sun comes up, let's give you some facts and figures. So Vumbura camp is actually two camps that are linked together, and they're known as Vumbura Plains. They're operated by Wilderness Safaris, who've been in business for 35 years, and they began in Botswana in 1983, initially with overland safaris into the Delta and into Chobe. 1985 they built their first semi-permanent camps, Jal and Kidra in the Delta. 1990 was followed by Mombo Camp, which isn't too far away from us here. And in 1991 they formed their own little airline, Wilderness Air, to fly the customers from Maun out to the camps. And we'll see a picture of an aircraft, one of their small Cessnas, bush planes that they use to go into the bush strips that we've just left. You'll see one in a few minutes. They're a large company, been in operation for over 35 years. They have operations in Namibia, South Africa, Malawi and Zimbabwe. They've also been operating in the Seychelles. Very wildlife conscious. Back to the camp, Vumbura Plains, as I said, two separate camps that are linked with a total of 14 raised but spacious rooms. They're very unique designs. They have indoor and outdoor showers, ensuite bath, private plunge pool. The grasslands in the Vumbura Plains are flooded annually, the delta's flooded annually, and you get to see giraffe, buffalo, elephant, lions, impala, kudu, zebras, wildebeest and many, many more. The waterways are filled with hippo and crocs as well. So there you go, short history of Wilderness Safaris. I know they operate, or as of 2010, when I watched the Bush Pilot series, they operated 19 aircraft, something like 25 pilots, and they operate into bush strips all over the Delta and as far afield as Zimbabwe, Namibia, up in the north, and so on. Thought this might be a nice flight because it's different. The terrain is slightly different. I noticed it when I first flew it, and I thought it would be fun to do another one in the early morning. So 20 minutes and yes, 4,500 feet. Conditions are nice. Let's have a look outside. As you can see, if you've been following some of my videos, you can see that the terrain is markedly different from some of the previous videos. We'll get in the drone camera and get down, try and have a closer look at the vegetation very shortly. Sun's coming up nicely there. And the wetlands behind us, the Kwando concession is disappearing slowly behind us there. So we'll get down and have a closer look at the terrain. Parts of this are similar. And again, we're looking for animals. Can't see any really. Really cannot see any at all. It's such a pity. But again, it's looking very much like the bush. It's just typical bush here. It's funny, terrain can almost be like the moon if it wasn't so green. Lovely the way the shadows are slightly cast because of the direction of the sun. It's funny, you get the illusion of movement down there but it's not due to animals, unfortunately. It does look very nice. It's very impressive. We're looking towards the sunrise. It's just beautiful. In my opinion, just beautiful. I love flying over this part of the world. It's been a real revelation for me. And back in the cockpit, 29 miles to run, just over 15 minutes. Ground speed's not too bad. I'll try and push it up a little bit. So as you can see, there are slight differences in the way the terrain is from some of the other flights. Bits of it are similar, bits of it are different. These almost look like bog areas, but I'm not sure that they are. Awesome countryside. Sun's coming up nicely. We've got the autopilot on, cruising at 4,500 feet. I've got the nav active to make sure we get to where we're going. And it's not because I can't fly the thing, of course I can. It's basically to give me a chance to talk to you and take some aerial images with the drone camera, show you the countryside, and still keep the aircraft flying. Awesome countryside. Little bit of weather there in the distance just adds to the effect. Very, very nice. We'll just pan down a little lower, have a closer look at the bush, see what we can see. I'm still blown away by the detail. Okay, lack of animals, but just blown away by the detail. It's lovely. We're a little over 1,500 feet above the ground. And it looks amazing, just looks great, blows me away every time I fly over this. You might not be too hard pushed for some landing areas here if you had an engine failure. Looking like there's a couple of places where you could conceivably put down without too much damage if you had engine problems. Not sure that's the case for many places in Botswana, although they're told that the country is crisscrossed by bush strips of various sizes. But here at least, you see some places where you might be lucky enough to put down safely. Oh, got a building stuck in the middle of nowhere. Still, if you did have to put down, at least you've got somewhere to stay for the night. Of course, you might have a few lions knocking on your door. That is typical bush. Just awesome. Awesome, the way it's been done, just awesome. Oh, got an airstrip to the right there. Wonder what that is. Yep, definitely an airstrip. Foxtrot Bravo November Charlie. The code is probably wrong, but it's most likely that I have the code listed if I can just find it. Terrain changes again to something a little bit more familiar. See some tracks down there. Here could be a waterway. Lots of what they look like to be possibly dried up water holes. This one looks like it has water in it. Indeed it does, although it looks like it's drying up. No wildlife. Okay, so we're 10 miles out, about 5 minutes away. As I said, Vumbura is essentially two camps joined together with 14 purpose-built luxury lodges and rooms. Once again, the terrain changes ever so slightly, as you can see. Not sure if we're going to be able to find the camp, or one of or both of them. We'll see. We'll get over to the airstrip and have a good look and see what we can find. If I can find the camp, then we'll use a drone camera and I'll show it to you. This is what I enjoyed about this particular little short flight, was the change of terrain and scenery as you cross. It's not a long flight, half an hour, but as you can see, the terrain and what's beneath you changes quite a lot, and I think shows the diversity of what you can find in this country and what's showing up in the sim, which I'm very pleased with. Just really nice the way the train has been drawn. Very nice. Okay, 6 miles out. So we'll start a descent and come down to 4,000 feet. So about 2.5 minutes. See if we can spot the camp. Coming down at a kind of a steady rate here. Now again, supposedly the camp is not too far from the strip, and in the real world it's on a waterway surrounded by water. So okay, well, let's see what we can find. Got a feeling that's the strip there, but we'll see. To be honest, can't see any waterways. So let's go on to heading mode. Yep, that's definitely the airstrip. As you can see, the terrain has changed again. going to fly over the western end of the strip, see what we can see. So there's the other end of the strip there. Got two parking areas, a couple of aircraft. That looks to be a asphalt strip, I'm not sure. See if we can spot anywhere any of the camp. Well, to be honest, I can't see anything. Does look very green though. Oh, what's that over there? No. Okay, disengage the autopilot and come round for a landing. Again, we will come in, land to the west so we avoid the sun. It's very green. Could well have been some rain here recently. But it does look beautiful, doesn't it? Let's see if I can get in. There you are. Okay, full flaps. This does look really kind of wet from the terrain. It looks like it has rained. There's a building there. I wonder if that's part of the camp. Anyway, let's concentrate on the landing. Don't want to hit the bus. Right, very nice. Let's shut the engine off. Well, welcome to Vumbura. Here we are. And before we go, we'll just get the drone up and have a little look round for you and show you the local area. So as you can see, Vumbura is another veritable oasis here. Lots of greenery, trees, some bits of parched area, but overall looks beautiful. Don't you just love those trees? Just stunning. Gorgeous. Well, I just wanted to see what was in this huge clearing, if anything. Definitely road tracks, but no buildings, no sign of a camp. But beautiful just the same. Okay, well, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this little flight. Hope you liked it. Hope it wasn't too boring. I found the changes in terrain quite interesting. Vumbura is supposed to be surrounded by waterways. Certainly this time of the year, November, December. Maybe it's going to be, the rains are going to be late this year, I don't know. But okay, and we'll see if we can find something much more interesting for bush flight number 6. In the meantime, again, thank you for joining me in the aircraft and coming on this 5th flight from Lebala to Vumbura. And we'll put some bits and pieces into the credits for you, and at some point, hopefully during the video, you'll have seen some images of the camp as it looks. So if you like this kind of thing, if you like to follow me on this project, please like and subscribe. It just takes a few seconds of your time and really helps my channel. I have a website which I'm trying to keep up to date. It's not easy to do because there's only a lot of time, but it's something I'm working on. I want to transform it, so I've got a blog page, and I want to have a page where I describe in detail a little bit more about the videos I've done. So yeah, I release a video once a week, usually on a Sunday, sometimes a few more depending on how busy I am. I do flying adventures in the Big Tin, as well as these bush series which I'm doing at the moment. I also do scenery reviews as well, and one thing I will be doing is looking at the new scenery for St Mary's in the Scilly Isles, which has just come on the market a couple of days ago. Just had a brief look at it and it looks stunning, absolutely wonderful, so we'll review that and you can have a look. So in the meantime, thank you again, and have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for flying, and it's goodbye from me now. Bye bye.